Raid complete. It's done. But in the aftermath, amidst the cheers of the surviving citizens and the congratulations echoing across the void, a hollowness echoes within Jinyuk. Because even though they won, even though the root entity is sealed away once more, there's no sense of closure, no grand final message. Just an ending that feels too abrupt, too neat. The city skyline is different somehow, the streets emptier than he remembers. And from that fracture, a tendril of darkness emerges. You didn't think you could win, did you? A voice echoes in Jinyuk's mind, cold, calculating, devoid of emotion. You're just delaying the inevitable. Even the bustling Gangnam district seems to have lost its vibrancy. Its form is a swirling vortex of darkness, its essence oozing through the cracks in reality, corrupting all it touches. Yet within that darkness, there's a glimmer of familiarity. If we can show it the depth of love and companionship it yearns for, we might be able to break through its despair. Memories flash before Jinyuk's eyes, fragmented recollections of the root entity's past. Sing to it, Jinyuk, sing to the root. He sees a time when the root wasn't all-consuming, when it had a name, a purpose, a story. People walk by, their faces obscured, their voices muffled as if trapped behind a pane of glass. He sings of camaraderie, loyalty, and love, emotions the root entity has never known. And as the song reaches its crescendo, the root entity trembles, its darkness flickering like a candle in the wind. But as he continues, his voice grows in strength, resonating with a newfound determination. And then there's the lingering threat of the unknown god, a being so vast, its power threatens to shatter the very fabric of reality. Tendrils of light begin to emerge from the darkness, reaching out as if grasping for salvation. He knows the battle for reality is far from over, but with each challenge, his resolve strengthens. The root entity's form stabilizes, the swirling chaos subsiding into a semblance of calm. The melody reaches deep within it, stirring something primal, something long forgotten. Memories resurface, fragments of a time before the darkness consumed it. Jin-hyuk, she calls out, her voice echoing with power. You have to understand, the root isn't beyond saving. He's reminded of the power of narrative, the ability to shape reality through the stories we tell. Jinyuk finds himself back at the familiar yet strangely altered streets of Seoul. And he realizes that the greatest threat to humanity isn't a monster or a god, but the loss of hope, the fading of dreams. The root entity, no longer a threat, withdraws into the depths of reality, its essence purified by Jinyuk's song. The people of Seoul stir from their stupor, blinking as if awakening from a dream. The city slowly comes back to life. Then he sees it, a subtle distortion in the air, a crack in the reality around them. It's a being driven by an insatiable hunger, a hunger born out of loneliness, abandonment, and despair. Jinyuk turns, his gaze piercing through the distortion to where the root entity resides. And with that realization comes understanding. The root entity isn't just a force of destruction. In the distance, a figure materializes from the swirling chaos, her form as radiant as the sun. What do you mean? Jin-hyuk asks, his voice echoing with disbelief. It craves connection, she says, her gaze unwavering. But how? Jinyuk wonders. How do you reach an entity consumed by darkness? The answer comes in a whisper, a faint voice carried on the wind. Hesitantly, Jinyuk steps forward. His throat tightens as he begins to sing. His voice trembles at first, uncertain and hesitant. As his song fills the void, the root entity writhes, its form flickering with each note. With every verse, Jinyuk pours his heart and soul into the song. Then something miraculous happens. In that moment, Jinyuk knows he's reached the root entity not with a weapon or a spell, but with a song, with a story. He thinks of all the heroes and heroines he's encountered, their sacrifices, their dreams, their stories. With the dawn of a new day, the distorted skies above Seoul begin to mend. As the sun rises, casting its golden glow over the rejuvenated landscape, Jinyuk stands tall, his spirit unbroken. For he is the protagonist, the author of his story, and he will ensure that humanity's tale has a happy ending.